Luke, make sure you don't intro right away. Do a little.
I'm not. I was aware of it this week. I was on it,
Yeah.
and I didn't. And you jumped the gun, thinking that I'm dumb, as if I came on here last week and said that I was stupid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think you said an idiot.
Yeah, that's true. I might not have said stupid. I think idiot was the word.
But Luke, we got our first real hate comment last week or this
Genuine.
week. Yeah.
Not from anyone we know?
Now it was on YouTube.
Yes, I love this. Okay, what do we got?
So it was
real hate watcher.
It was 5 days ago. It was on us talking about mini briefcases. Still a great idea, in my opinion.
Of course, yeah.
Someone squiffled all day. Squiffed all day. Don't know what that means.
It means he's the op now.
Yeah. How did I end up on this side of YouTube? And then they went down or hit enter and then twice and said, dudes trying to talk about fashion and looks with 3 O's. Like they fell into the t-shirt bin and looks like they fell into the t-shirt bin at Goodwill. I had mentioned on this show how I got that shirt from the Wayne County State Fair.
Yeah.
Wayne County Fair.
Yeah.
Watch the episode, you would know.
Also,
talking point.
That's not an insult to me. I love Goodwill. I go to Goodwill all the time. Don't often find clothes there. Maybe a jersey here and there. But I would if I found a shirt I liked.
Yeah. And then they hit enter twice again and said, FFS, get a haircut. So you know what? Okay. I'm going to grow my hair out even harder.
Even
now.
longer. We might, both of us, I might never
get a haircut.
Yeah.
Might never get a haircut.
Wait, what does FFS mean?
For effing serious? I was just doing the math in my head.
I guess.
Yeah.
So that's your guess? You don't know that for sure?
That's my guess. Don't know for sure. I was doing the math in my head as I was reading it. And then someone said, and then Busy B, BIZIB 1234 4 days ago said, WTF is this? But with a laughing face.
For F's sake is what it stands for.
Okay.
Also, I don't really feel like either of our hair is like
insanely long. I would like genuinely say that I do need a haircut or would like to get one. But it's not that was like the most boomer comment of all time.
Yeah. Also, this guy is coming in our chat being upset about us talking about fashion. Like, I don't know. Go to fashion YouTube then. Like, what do you want to? We never claimed to be a fashion show.
This person, let's see. Let's look at their.
And what was the other person? They said something. What was the other person?
They just said WTF is this with a laughing face.
Oh. Okay. What's their username?
That one was BusyB1234.
BusyB1234. I'm really glad you asked. I'm gonna answer your question. This is a show where 2 idiots who have been friends for pretty much forever talk about pretty much anything. And
everything.
We're not fashion guys, but we will stand on mini briefcases. Should be a thing. And guys need something to carry their stuff in.
And shout out to John.
Excuse
John sent me a
video. Us for being inclusive, okay?
John sent me a video of I wouldn't say it was a mini briefcase, but it was a smaller briefcase.
Uh-huh.
And he just sent me a video of it with nothing. But yeah, shout out John. That just means he's up to date with the episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
These were comments on, I assume, clip. There was a clip, right, of the briefcase that we said? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny that we had some hate comments.
Yeah. I love that. How did he end up on this side of YouTube? It sounds like he's like a fashionista.
Yeah.
We should not be.
Doesn't look like
algorithms should not be pushing our content to him.
Well, what if someone put #fashion on the clip when they posted it?
That's fair. That's okay. Well, then we're just here answering questions. So, Squuffaluffagus, was that his name? That's how you ended up on this side of YouTube because Caleb #fashion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
if you would have looked at the hashtags,
someone
our intern. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This person has no
you could have answered
picture.
Your own question. He could have answered his own question if he would have just read the hashtags. You know what I mean?
And by looking at their first video, nobody in this video has any fashion, but it's from 13 years ago. Anyway.
13 years ago.
Not going to roast Swift all day.
No, we're happy to have some hate watchers.
Yeah.
Granted, they won't be coming back to hate watch more. I would love it if they did.
Yeah.
If this makes it to your YouTube somehow,
the way
watch
the
some
algorithm,
more, hate some more.
The way the algorithm works is if you get a comment, that's still going to push us. It doesn't matter if they don't read it to be if it's a good comment or a bad comment. They just check comments, I believe.
Yeah.
So play the song.
So, I mean, drop it. I mean, if you want to hate watch and comment rude things, we invite it. Love it. I was really hoping you forgot about the intro, and because I was just about to play it when you were like, play the song.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to catch you off guard again, but we're back. Today is Wednesday, March 5th.
Yeah.
5th. Wednesday, March 5th. And Caleb, speaking of 5th, there's a 5th Shrek coming out, and people are mad. And I'd like to hear your take on this. So, for those of you that don't know, there was a teaser. I'll get ahead of that real quick. There was a teaser released for the new Shrek. It was just a short clip, like 30 seconds or something. And people are very unhappy with the animation style. And some people, the especially fake Shrek people, are mad that it was referencing pop culture, which you're the ultimate fake Shrek fan if you're mad about that. But, Caleb, I want to hear your overall take on all things Shrek 5.
Let's see. I'm excited for it, first off. I love Shrek.
Same.
Shout out Frack, who was in Shrek the Musical when he was in high school. Sure. Is what they did for their play. No, I didn't think it looked that awful. Like, I mean, yeah, it was like slightly different, but I wasn't like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Also, that doesn't come out for another almost 2 years. So, like, there's going to be tweaks. They're just putting a teaser out. It's a teaser out. It's not a trailer.
They're just teasing you.
Teasing.
Jokesters.
And maybe they are purposely doing it. Like, they saw what happened with the Sonic movie, all the clicks and views they got when they wanted to change Sonic. So maybe they're using this as some marketing tactic to get everybody to push the Shrek teaser even more.
See, I don't believe that to be the case because I don't think the animation is bad. Like, it's a little different, sure, but it's not bad. There's a difference between bad and different. Yeah. The Sonic thing was bad.
That was bad.
I actually truly think that was intentional.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a risky marketing move. They had to count on the fact that, like, hey, this is going to work. We have to make sure it's so bad that people can't ignore it. Yeah. And it worked. And I really think they did that on purpose. Shrek looks too good for, like, if there was no previous Shrek to base it off of, you'd be like, this animation looks fine. This looks like a kids movie. Yeah. Like, this looks great. I don't have a problem with the animation. I think if I could pick, sure, I'd probably pick to be the exact same as the original. If you want to add some, like, crow's feet and stuff to Shrek to show that he's 15 years older than he was, sure.
The problem
I would like the animation to be the same, but it doesn't really bother me. I think it looks good.
That movie came out, 20-some years ago?
Yeah, like 15, 20 years ago.
Like that.
Well, the first one, was probably 20.
The first one came out around 20 years ago. Animation has gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want it to be blocky and, like, looks like animation just started?
They would have animated it this way if that was a resource they had to begin with. You know what I mean?
I thought it looked smoother, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, I can't really tell if the colors are off in different spots, but, like, I thought it looked fine.
Yeah, people were mad about, like, the lighting, too. I'm like, that's not even the animation. That's the lighting.
Yeah, I think people...
That better lighting.
People just like to be mad.
People love to be mad.
People love to be mad.
They love to, like, be mad when they see someone have a good idea about mini briefcases.
Yeah.
And comment on it.
Yeah, and have...
love it.
Like,
great haircuts.
Hair.
Yeah.
And shirts
fantastic
from the Wayne County Fair.
Great haircuts. Shirts from the Wayne County Fair. My shirt was... I had a black Carhartt shirt on. If I could get a black Carhartt shirt at Goodwill, I'd buy all of them.
I think you had a hoodie on.
I can wear that every day.
When I was
Maybe.
watching it.
Yeah, I might have had a hoodie on.
I almost put my suit on for this episode just for that, but I thought that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Oh
yeah, I think I had my pickleball hoodie on. So
yeah, so it's still whatever.
Yeah.
People.
But yeah, I will say Donkey looks significantly different.
Yeah, Donkey looks like
the rest of them aren't that like. It's like okay, they just look like a newer version.
Yeah,
Donkey looks pretty different. It still doesn't really bother me because the voices are going to be the same, the characters are going to be the same. Like, it's going to feel fine. It's going to feel the same.
Yeah.
As far as people being mad that they were like, oh, look at them showing these clips of like the TikTok filters and stuff. Like, I really hope they don't plan on leaning into all this pop culture. I'm like, that is Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek has always. That's what made Shrek awesome.
You have to remember that like Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
And art.
Which one was it where they did like the scene from Spider-Man where he's like upside down and Fiona kisses him?
Yeah.
It was like a reference to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like they always are going to reference other movies. They're going to reference what's going on in pop culture.
Yeah.
That is Shrek. If you don't like that, you don't like Shrek. You're a fake Shrek.
Yeah, you just like ogres, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So you're probably the weird one if you're upset about this. You definitely are the weird one.
No, you definitely are. Not
you're
probably.
Definitely the weird one if you.
You're definitely the weird one if you're.
I will say because listen.
Go ahead.
It's Shrek. I'm gonna watch Shrek. I'm gonna watch Shrek 5, but Shrek is a kids movie. So if you're an adult getting really mad about a kids movie,
I was just about to say though, everyone that's using the excuse of why are you mad it's a kids movie is invalid. Because it's not for kids. It's for us.
That's true.
Granted, they are going to try to usher in a new era of kids that like Shrek.
I think it's for people with kids.
That plays a role.
Yeah, it's like people to bring their kids to it.
Yeah.
But that's
like it is for us, but there is definitely a strong element of let's get a new era of Shrek watchers because the Shrek watchers are getting old.
Please don't die in this movie. Please don't die in this movie.
If Shrek dies in this movie, it is your fault.
If they kill Shrek,
it is your fault. I don't understand how the people like that like just live for finding something wrong with everything.
Yeah.
It's to the point where they can't enjoy anything because they're looking for something to be upset about. I saw people are getting mad. This was a very small sect of Twitter, but still that people even exist to look into it that much. They think that Shrek and Fiona's daughter that Zendaya plays is transgender because she has brown eyes, and if you watch the original when they have the kids, the daughter has blue eyes.
Oh.
So they're like, either her eyes magically change, or this is a trans ogre.
It's a magical universe.
It's literally fictional. Also, if an ogre is more similar to an animal, like animals' eyes can change over time. I would assume humans' eyes can probably change over time.
My dad's eyes used to be like green, now they're blue.
Yeah, I saw your dad today.
Oh, how's he doing?
I saw him at Walmart. It was very brief. I was walking through the meat section, and I just heard Luke, and I turned, and your dad and your mom were looking at meats, and I was just like, "Hey, what's up?" And he was like, "What's up?"
That's it.
Going. But I just saw him like a couple hours ago.
That's awesome.
Should ask him what he thought about the Shrek movie. Got it for the pod.
Yeah, you should have. You'd be like, "The what?"
Just pull out a microphone out of nowhere, live mic, be like, "Mr. Jim, we're out here asking people how they feel about the new Shrek movie. What are your thoughts?" What if he was like, "I don't like the trans ogre"? That would be so funny.
Oh man!
Oh man! Shout out to Mr. Jim. I like that
Jimbo.
They're bringing on Zendaya. Though.
Yeah, I think
that'll be
awesome.
good. It's a good casting.
Some good star power for younger people.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see who else they add because the only cast they've announced is the original like big three.
Well, I think there's probably going to be like a villain,
Zendaya.
like another. That's usually like princes that are villains that have been villains in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking probably like a Glenn Powell could be in there.
Yeah.
And then
now, but here's the thing though: if you're going to do that, do you have to have someone? Because Fiona's kind of been taken away from that princess role.
Yeah,
like she's now like full-time ogre.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have someone that plays like the conventional like princess female, like who would voice
or like I mean Zendaya could have a friend or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm thinking Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that casting. I think she could do a good job with it. But I don't know. Is she a voice actor?
I'm not seeing it.
What if she played Sydney Sweeney? Because they do reference pop culture. What if they just have
what if
Sydney
Sweeney was in?
Sydney Sweeney is just in the Shrek universe, and she could voice it.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
That's part of the plot is that Sydney Sweeney is in. She plays herself in Shrek.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I can see
and
it.
It's not like a animation either. They kind of like cross through like different dimensions, and like she still plays human Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. I can see it.
This feels like it has legs.
Has
has
2 legs.
Yes, probably this is. I would have to assume this is in the carts, on the table. I'm sure they're considering it, so
yeah,
that'll be fun. But yeah, Shrek 5.
Shrek.
Excited. Not till next year though, right?
Yeah,
Or
Christmas
year
of
after,
26.
Yeah.
So like almost 27. Speaking of Walmart, I was in my Walmart today, and I was just getting some groceries and stuff. But then was like, you know what? I want to go look at the records. I want to see if they have the best of Creed album on vinyl.
Nice.
They did not, unfortunately. They did have the Weezer Blue album, which I almost got, which has some bangers on it, but did not. And then I was like over in that section, and you know how like in the back of the store they have like electronics and they have toys. And I was walking, I was like, let me look and see what Legos we have here.
Yeah.
They locked our Legos up.
Whoa.
They put our Legos in jail.
You can't do this. It's a free country.
It's free. Yeah, let the Legos live. They think they
That's insane.
come alive at night and run around the store?
Oh, maybe.
They might. They might have had.
If that's the case, I understand.
I do understand. But
And that's very possible.
I was very upset because I saw a couple of things of Legos that I was interested in, and there wasn't even a thing where you could press for assistance. And even if there was, I wouldn't have asked for help. I would have just walked away like I did. But you can't. You got to let our Legos be free.
Yes, free the Legos.
Free the Legos.
Or free Legos. Sounds fun too.
That sounds
Legos
better.
are very expensive.
They are.
Did you know that Legos hold their value better than like almost anything in the whole world? It's like one of my favorite facts.
They're like better than gold.
Yeah, like they literally they don't go down in price.
Yeah, it's
if
awesome.
you have a Lego set and you don't damage it, it will not go down in price.
Yeah.
Statistically, historically speaking, that is not financial advice.
Yeah, not financial.
But also, empty all your savings, sell your house, and buy Legos because
buy me Legos.
They won't go down.
Oh,
yeah. Buy Caleb Legos.
Have you caught up on Love Is Blind?
No, I still haven't restarted since it made me stop.
Dang, great. So I won't spoil anything for you, but we had another banger. We had 2 more bangers songs in there.
Oh, nice.
But one of the couples was talking, and you know how in that show people sometimes break up before the wedding. I'm not gonna tell you who, but "Lose You to Love Me" by Selena Gomez came on during it, and it was awesome because that's a banger. And then we had another Gracie Abrams song, which I couldn't figure out exactly which song it was, but I know it was Gracie Abrams because I've been grinding Gracie Abrams lately, because this is a Gracie Abrams show.
Yes,
which
Gracie Abrams.
I wrote those 2 notes down after I had realized that Gracie Abrams and Selena Gomez have a song together that just came out.
That's fire.
Yeah, on Selena Gomez's new album. So,
shout out.
Yeah, very good. It's like "Call Me When You Break Up" is the name of it. So if you haven't listened to it yet,
oh, I heard that. I have heard that.
Yeah, it's a banger.
I saw it on TikTok, but I didn't see who it was or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
So Selena Gomez and Gracie Abrams.
So Selena Gomez is still making songs about Justin Bieber.
Yep.
Despite being engaged.
And
him being married
her
with child.
fiance is the producer on that song.
Yeah,
so
I figure he probably produced most of it.
Yeah.
That's yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Were you done with Love Is Blind?
I wasn't gonna spoil. I didn't want to go.
Yeah, it's tough because I haven't caught it. But did you watch Shane Gillis on SNL last night?
I did not.
I didn't watch it live, and then I was like, "Oh shoot, he was on tonight," and
I will
just stayed up super late, flying planes and watching it. It's pretty good, but I feel like the reviews I saw on Twitter, I feel like people didn't like it. I thought it was really funny.
Interesting.
Yeah. They're like, oh, his monologue is just tanking. It's not, which it kind of like the crowd wasn't loving it. I thought it was funny, but he does a good job of like when the crowd's not loving it, he'll make a joke about the crowd not loving it. Like he would like kind of bomb on a joke, and then he would be like, "You guys liked it, you guys liked it," and then like he's like, "All right, well, you're really gonna like this one." So this white guy, like just just rolling, and I don't know, it was good. Like I feel like Shane's always good. Musical guest was Tate McRae. That was she's very talented. Very talented. Yeah, super talented. And they had a digital short by Please Don't Destroy, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they are a group that started on like doing social media videos, and they got hired by SNL.
I might know.
They're pretty funny.
Please Don't Destroy.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I'll look them up.
They got a movie on Peacock like last year that was solid. It was called Please Don't Destroy the Treasure of...
Oh, yeah, I have seen these guys.
Something Mountain. They're pretty funny.
Treasure of Foggy Mountain.
Foggy Mountain, yeah.
Yep.
Decent movie. So that was cool. Yeah, it was a good lineup. And I texted you about this, but they said on there that next week the host and musical guest is Lady Gaga.
Oh, I didn't realize she was both.
Yeah, she is both, which naturally...
Yeah, I'm kind of working on a theory.
Maybe we're going to get a new Lonely Island song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she does have a song with Lonely Island. She recently also filled in for JT with Lonely Island.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Lonely Island's been releasing music lately, kind of.
She will probably do a song as a sketch. And who better to do it with than Lonely Island?
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping, is that we get like a pre-recorded, song with Lonely Island.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
That'd be really awesome. No, last night instead of watching SNL, I was watching The Elimination Chamber, which I know you don't know anything. You don't really know anything about WWE.
I feel like I've heard. Okay, I feel like I've heard that phrase, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. WWE. Right.
But John Cena won the Elimination Chamber, which means he's going to headline WrestleMania, which is pretty cool because, I mean, we knew it was going to happen. It's his farewell tour.
Yeah.
After not wrestling for years. And he did like the biggest heel turn of all time. It was insane. Like,
yeah, I heard
where you like end up being the bad guy.
Yeah.
And like teamed up with The Rock, who's like runs the whole thing.
A known heel, yeah.
So going to be really awesome to see. John Cena's never, like, he's been like known as being the good guy, like always the good guy, never turns. And now he is going to be probably the biggest heel the rest of the year, and it should be fun.
Well, I have a friend who recently lost their heel, Caleb, and I actually don't find that funny.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Sorry.
Shout out John Cena.
Yeah. And I
saw some clips.
You did not. You did not see him.
No, not necessarily of him, but of the WWE thing. I saw some clips.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some good stuff. I enjoyed it. I worked until 11, so I'd like wait to watch the replay, and I fell asleep during one of the matches and woke up to like right before that, so it was like perfect time.
Nice. I did something similar with Paradise, one of the episodes.
No.
I fell asleep because I was so tired. No, I lucked out. I fell asleep because I was so tired, and I woke up, and I was like, eyes half open. I'm like in my bed, and I'm like, oh shoot, Paradise is still on. And I'm like, I don't want to spoil anything. And I like hit back, and it said I was on episode, I want to say 4 or something, and I was like far along in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay, cool. If anything crazy happens, like I didn't see it. I was smart enough to grab it and pause it and go back. When I watched whatever episode it was, I think it was 4, later on, I was like, I kind of did the math. I'm like, where I was probably just about to spoil a huge plot line. I was so glad I dodged it. Yeah. So came in kind of clutch that I, in my half asleep, was able to exit out of that.
Yeah, that show is awesome.
So good.
Did I tell you I was talking to one of the guys that I watched Severance with here, and I was like, dude, I just started watching another show. It's on Hulu. I can't really tell you too much about the first episode
Yeah.
except for it's the president's main. And he goes, well, before I even got that far, he was like, "Are you talking about Paradise?" I was like, "Yes." He's like, "I just
Nice.
watched the first episode and I'm hooked. I'm going to get my wife to watch it." And yeah.
That rocks. I kind of tell people the same thing. Like, what's it about? And I'm like, I can't really say too much. You just watch the first episode. If you have any other questions, I'll answer them. But you have to watch the first episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
It's so good.
So good. Too much.
And Severance, very good episode this week.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people online saying like, "Oh, this was a filler episode, throw away." No, we learned so much in this episode.
So much, and that being the director's first ever episode of anything directing.
Yeah,
that might
Did you hear?
It might be like it might be my favorite episode of the series.
It's really good. The scene. I don't know how to say this without spoiling. They're going from 2 different floors, and it like the camera like goes through the floor, and through like the cables and stuff. That was not CGI.
Whoa, really?
She said they set up this huge rig of like all these wires and stuff, and had the camera like going down this track, so it looked like it was going down this wire.
That was awesome.
All practical effects.
Yeah.
So it was super cool.
Again, if you haven't watched Severance, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing with your life? What that hour a week? You can't be doing something that's better than watching Severance.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
It's appointment television. I saw somebody say that if it was on HBO, like the whole world would stop to watch it every Sunday night so they could have something to talk about on Monday.
It's on Apple TV, which, mind you, I don't know what their current numbers are, but before this season of Severance, they were getting as many views in a month as Netflix was getting in a day.
Yeah.
And it's on Apple TV, and it's the biggest show in the world right now.
Yeah.
I would argue. And it would be that much bigger.
Yeah.
If, you're right, if it was on HBO or Netflix, like something more people have.
Netflix would ruin it.
Netflix would ruin it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying from a viewership standpoint.
Yeah.
If there was a world where it existed as the exact same show, but it was on Netflix, it would be massive. Same with HBO. And HBO would have let Ben Stiller do his thing, so it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
So good. Welcome to our TV podcast. We are essentially a TV podcast these days.
Yeah.
Which is fine. We love TV. I still need to watch White Lotus though. I haven't.
Yes, it's not worth
season 3.
I mean, the first 2 seasons are solid.
Yeah.
They're, I guess, worth watching. They're weird, but they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
The 3rd season, no rush to watch.
Yeah.
No rush at all.
We should do a Thrones rewatch and recap.
Yeah, or maybe we even do. Neither of us have seen Breaking Bad. Maybe we do Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Watch it as a show. Talk about it.
Yeah, and we can put out YouTube videos of us breaking down everything.
Yeah, just become a Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Podcast for like a couple months.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Get us to football season.
Yeah. Is that Steve barking out there?
Yeah, I was hoping you couldn't hear that. I have no idea what he's barking at. So that's great.
Probably
hopefully
Tommy.
He'll just. No, I don't think anyone's here. I don't see anything on the cameras. Check.
We love dogs that just bark at everything.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know why he's not stopping.
This is great. This is great podcasting.
Yeah, well, it's great because I don't know whether to move on and start something new if I'm going to have to bail and go get him to stop. So it's a really weird spot to be in. Hopefully when I remove background noise, it'll get rid of that. Because you're gonna have to yap for a second.
All right, cool.
It's getting worse.
I'm gonna talk more about the WWE Elimination Chamber.
Okay, I'll be back.
So this is Caleb's podcast. We're talking WWE as Luke goes to yell at his dog. Luke would never hurt his dog though. But yeah, if you are a fan of WWE, Bradley, I'm really just speaking to you right now. I thought Elimination Chamber was awesome. Really my favorite big event of the year outside of WrestleMania. The women's Elimination Chamber was awesome. Started out with a bang with Naomi, who was tag team partners with Bianca Belair. If you obviously most of you don't know what I'm talking about, but their friend Jade got got jumped a couple months ago, and they were pinning it on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and no, probably not. But I can't remember what her name is. Yes, it is her. And Naomi was the one that ended up being the one to do it, because she was jealous of the friendship that they two had. And I didn't really get far. But I really just wanted to sit down and talk to y'all. So Luke could go take care of his dog, but Luke is back in a second. He's opening a can of Diet Coke right now. That was me making the noise of the Diet Coke. And yeah, he's about to put his headphones on, and he's coughing right now. He's on mute, so nobody can hear him. And that's why I just want to tell you that's how Peter became a disciple. What's up,
Nice little Bible talk while I was gone.
Yeah. It started with WWE and then transferred to the Bible.
Love that. I was trying to give myself a minute to catch my breath. I just sprinted up the stairs to try to beat. Stevie went to go in the other room, and I was trying to beat him up here so I didn't have to look him in the eyes when I sadly closed the door on him and not let him in.
No.
He caught up to me, so
The other room is a great name for a podcast.
Yeah, the other room. That is good. I like that. Speaking of Bible talk, I saw this guy live on TikTok the other day. He was repeating Jesus is King over and over for 24 hours straight.
Ah.
So I was like, cool message, but like, that's wild.
That's
He was
crazy.
just staring into the camera, just saying it over and over again for 24 hours.
Dude, speaking of TikTok Live, I have gotten into this rabbit hole of watching people play Pokemon on TikTok Live.
Nice.
I've like become like nerdier and nerdier, but not in like a bad term, but like as I've gotten older, like in my late 20s, I've gotten into WWE and Pokemon, which feels like that's just like two things that like the nerdy kids at school would like, and combined. And George Kittle was in this guy's stream, just commenting and donating to him.
That rocks.
It was awesome.
You're watching that, like, it's not one of those card streams. You're watching them play Pokemon.
Someone playing Pokemon.
That's cool.
Oh, so there's this Pokemon like rule set that you can get like on your computer that it randomizes the entire game. So like normally in Pokemon games, like certain areas have certain Pokemon, and like there's the main 3 base starters that you can choose from. But in this one, like it randomizes everything, and you have to try to beat the game with one Pokemon. So it's fun to watch because if someone gets going, it's exciting to see them try to win it. But yeah. George Kittle was just like in the stream, and I was like, "Is that like the real George Kittle?" Because like people can just change their name. And I clicked on his profile.
Yeah, Troy Bolton liked my post the other day, so could be anybody.
So I clicked on his profile and like went to it. It was like the George Kittle. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was
that's cool too, because just a random like.
And it wasn't even like the guy had like thousands of followers. He had like maybe 10,000 followers. Like it wasn't like he's like the biggest. So George Kittle's just a normal dude.
Imagine we just get a random comment from George Kittle on one of our like YouTubes. Like,
I would
great
lose
episode.
I would lose my mind.
Please come on and talk Halo. We won't ask you any football questions if you don't want.
Please
talk Halo. We can purely talk Halo for an hour.
Yeah,
no problem. Rank our favorite. We'll do a tier list of our favorite weapons.
Yeah, favorite maps.
We'll play a couple matches.
Yeah, come on, George.
Come on the show and we'll play some Halo. George Kittle.
Yeah, just like Dexter, we'll just play Halo.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Not a big
I forgot,
Halo guy.
like he was in Angel's office and they waiting for him, just playing Halo, and I was like, why did I forget about this?
Yeah,
like that's not something. That's something that I will never forget about now. But like,
only real ones play Halo.
Yeah, Dexter, great guy, even better taste in video games.
Yeah, great guy, even better Halo player.
Yeah, I wanna just imagine that Michael C. Hall was like, "Yeah, can I play Halo during one of the scenes?" Like he like loves Halo.
Yeah, trying to get my rank up.
Yeah, or was like waiting for a scene and was like just playing it. And they were like, "We can use this."
Kept messing up his first line so he could finish the match. Oh, we're going to have to run it back. Sorry. Just start it over. I'm good. I'm ready to roll.
He had a killing frenzy, and
Yeah. He just starts, they're like, and action. He's like playing Halo, and Angel walks in. He's like, I'm a serial killer. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Sorry.
Luke,
we got to run it back.
Luke, spoiler.
Oh, no. Yeah. Spoiled Dexter. He's a serial killer.
Just hours and hours.
Cat's out of the bag.
What
There is someone listening that always wanted to watch Dexter and did not know that.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? He's a serial killer?
Did we talk about how maybe eventually we want to do a live stream of us flying?
We briefly mentioned
Did
it.
we mention it on here? Or did we talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on one of them, here or Sports.
Yeah, how we want to do a live stream of us flying across country.
Yeah.
Cool. And
we like a bunch of different elements and stuff.
Different elements and layovers, and yeah, I've been flying. So,
yeah,
I
do
did
a wheel spin that's like nosedive for 10 seconds. To try to survive.
Yeah,
if you're flying,
it has to be like a commercial jet. It can't be just like do a layover.
Can't be the Icon A5.
No, Luke's favorite plane.
It's got to be the Boeing 737 Max.
I just took people skydiving today.
Oh, I just unlocked that last night before I went to bed.
It was awesome.
Done it yet.
It was awesome. And then I just need a few more credits, and I can fly faster planes.
Nice. Game is, we like appreciated that it was only 10 gigs. I kind of wish it was more gigs.
It's choppy.
It's a little buggy.
It's choppy.
I was trying to get.
I was sitting on top of the plane.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. One of the things to unlock the skydiving is you had to have 3 50% or higher landings.
Yeah.
And I needed one more, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a landing. I'm just gonna keep skip to the next thing until I get to the landing.
Yeah.
And I had to land it like 5 times because the first 4 times it would glitch after I would land, and it wouldn't let me do anything. Wouldn't let me drive anywhere.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let me like acknowledge the runway or whatever you're supposed to do. Like, wouldn't let me do anything. So I had to start over.
Yeah.
And one of them was so bad, it failed like that multiple times, so I had to just completely go to the main menu and choose a different mission.
Yeah, dang.
Like,
yeah,
it's a little buggy. I would rather it be like 100 gigs and just work.
Yeah,
because it's a good game.
After one of my my like missions, I landed and I had to reset my game so that I came back and they had like given me the money and the XP and stuff, so I was fine with that.
That's good. Barely gave you any money. Do we want to talk about these the pilots getting absolutely ripped off by their employers?
I did the one earlier. I texted you about it, and like after all, like it wasn't even like deductions, but it said that the base income was 13,800 credits.
That's crazy.
And it said employer fees 13,550. That's insane.
You get a couple hundred credits.
Yeah.
For 13,000 credit job.
Yeah. Insane. But
it makes me wonder if there's any if that's aligned with pilots in some way.
Yeah.
Where like if you're a real life pilot, whoever employs you makes way more for each flight.
Yeah.
Which I mean I would assume your employer's going to make more, but like to that extent, I'm trying to earn some credits. I'm trying to level up.
I'm assuming like the missions you'll get more credits total throughout it, but it's insane. Excuse me, I just burped. And how far did you start the helicopter training one?
I did like the first one or two.
I got like through
I don't even want to do this.
I got through like half of it, and there's like this part where you like he'll like start giving you more control of the helicopter as you go.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna let go now or whatever.
Yeah, and I got to the point where he was like, I'm giving you full control of the helicopter. I'm sitting there at 2 feet hovering, and the helicopter just starts going like crazy.
Yeah, the 2 foot hover.
It was insane. But this is like I had to like control like the rotation and like everything. Like it was everything. I couldn't do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm an airplane pilot.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing this to fly helicopters anyway. So I only was doing that because I didn't realize you could just go to the left and do plane stuff. And even that, you don't really... That's not something you have to do right away. You can just do more missions, earn more, unlock more things. Like I'm just going to do that. I just want to fly planes.
I think don't you have to do the first one to the left so they can do the commercial?
I mean, you have to get your certification.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You have to get your certification.
Yeah.
the commercial certification as well as your pilot license.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but you don't necessarily, at least where I'm at, have to continue.
No, you can keep doing. You can keep
either
doing like
direction.
you can keep doing like first flights and
And it unlocks the
pictures.
stuff like the skydivers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You just unlock more and more, then you
Yeah.
get paid more and more.
Yeah.
So
great game.
pretty fun. Love
Wish it
that
was
game.
less. Wish it was a little bit less choppy, but maybe they'll update. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Sponsor the show.
Hey Microsoft.
Bill Gates.
Hey Microsoft. Hey Billy.
William T. Soft.
Let's get some. Let's get some. Let's get some extra gigs so we can get a clear game.
Yeah, you've invented a microchip that can really pretty much run the world.
Yeah,
Get us a game that works.
yeah. Get us a game that works.
But with that said, the game does work pretty well.
pretty well, and I
And
enjoy
it's
it.
only 10 gigs, which is cool, and I love it. I play it all the time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
very fun game. I do have, though, this week, pivot here,
Oh yes, I forgot about this. I'm
I
so
have
excited for this.
a new segment. This new segment is called Two Lies and a Truth.
Okay, usually
I'm
two
gonna
truths
give
and a
Caleb-
lie.
Yeah, I'm mixing it up, though. Which, we'll see how it goes. Maybe in the future I will do two truths and a lie, but decided I'd flip it. So it's two lies and a truth. I'm going to read you 3 headlines, and you have to tell me which one. After I read all 3, I'm going to ask you which one is real,
Okay,
and you're going to answer.
okay,
And you're going to tell me why. Why you think they're real or fake.
okay. Hopefully, I haven't seen. I don't look at the news often, so hopefully, I have not seen headlines.
We'll see. Headlines is a very good song by Drake. So shout out to Headlines. But all right. So first headline. Surgery implants tooth into eyeball to help blind patients see again. Second
Okay.
headline. NOAA, like the weather thing, NOAA.
Yeah.
NOAA cuts leave wind chimes as sole predictor of approaching hurricanes.
Okay.
Third headline. Sorry excuse for worship song doesn't even have a guitar solo. Which of these headlines is the truth?
Oh, we got the music. So there's a couple things going through my head. First off, did you use AI to generate some of the other headlines?
No, but in the future I might.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. I mean, the one that sounds the craziest is the one about the tooth.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go with the sorry excuse for a worship song. Final answer.
And that is your guess for the correct or the
Yeah.
one that's true?
The one that's true.
That is wrong.
Dang.
The-
I'm gonna go with the tooth one then.
Go ahead, yeah. The tooth one is your next
Yeah.
guess? The tooth one is real.
Yeah.
So
That was my
there
first.
is
Like, I thought
a-
it was like crazy enough to be real.
yeah. There's a surgery called tooth in eye surgery. Very creative.
Tooth
name.
in eye.
Tooth in eye surgery. Where they take out one of your canines,
Okay.
implant it into your cheek,
Okay.
and it's in there for like, I don't know, a month or two until it has, for lack of better terms, cheek tissue around it.
Okay.
Then they remove it, put it in your eye socket. This is for if you're completely blind.
Okay.
In one eye, in both eyes, whatever. Put it in your eye socket in place of your eyeball. And they put this little like glass thing that sticks out of it. It's crazy. And then you can see.
Okay. Is this how
It's the
Mr. Beast
craziest
healed
thing
all
ever.
those blind people?
Maybe. It's the craziest thing ever, and it looks, I'm going to be honest, if anyone out here watching that has tooth and eye, I'm very glad you can see. It looks a little unconventional.
Okay.
It's got a little bit of a crazy look to it, but we just haven't gotten used to it because it's not super popular. But, yeah, tooth and eye surgery. Pretty wild that that's a thing.
Yeah,
Why it has to be a tooth, why that's beneficial,
No idea.
no idea. But
We're not doctors.
I did like your guess. That would be a very good article. Sorry, excuse for worship song doesn't even have a guitar solo.
I didn't know if it was like something like that Trump said or like that because I feel like that's just something that
Yeah.
you're trying
A
to.
good worship song does have to have a guitar solo, though. Like Creed is like
Oh yeah.
technically gospel, and they always have a nice little
They always have.
some guitar action in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then Noah cuts leave wind chimes as soul approaching
Which
sole
also
indicator
I
of
could have
approaching
seen that
hurricanes.
being something.
Unfortunately, it's not off the table.
Yeah.
It's not off the table. But yeah, that was our new segment. That was 2 Lies and a Truth. And
I
drop in the comments what you guys guessed. Did you get it right? Would you get tooth in eye surgery if you were blind? I would like to know.
Can it help with color blindness?
Probably not worth the risk though. And
No.
also,
I'd rather have
you
all
would
my
have-
teeth than be able to see colors.
you would also have no eyeball, and you would instead have a tooth covered in cheek with a piece of glass sticking out of it.
Yeah.
So,
I hate when my teeth are covered in cheek.
God, Caleb, get a haircut.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, FFS.
For Christ's sakes, get a haircut. Should we play
man.
some Sporkle?
Yeah, I think it's
Or do you have anything else yet?
Sporkle o'clock? No, I got everything out of the way.
It's so funny that our biggest, most easy thing to hate on would be to say that we're Sporkle merchants, and that's never what our comments are.
Yeah.
Instead, it's, oh, look at these guys with their overgrown hair.
Yeah. I also think that the people that listen to the show genuinely enjoy Sporkle.
I love trivia. So I
Yeah.
love if a show mixes in some questions.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to get the questions right that the host didn't or whatever. Like, I'll watch a dozen and
Yeah.
I'm playing along. I'm not just
Yeah.
watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Let me pull up Sporkle. All right. I assume you can see that?
I can.
Cool. All right. Who's the youngest actress on the show Hot in Cleveland?
Hot in Cleveland? I don't think those words go together in a sentence.
Is it Valerie Bertinelli? Jane Leaves? Does she? That's a spoiler for the show. Maybe.
It is.
Dana Delaney or Wendy Malick?
All right, this is where I'm going to go. All right, you follow
Let's
me
see what
here?
you got. I'm following. Oh,
Navy
hey!
Federal,
If you guys are looking for a new card, Navy Federal.
yeah.
Since when can they make the ad pop up that big? That's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like Valerie, Dana, and no, Jane feels old too. They all feel like old names, but Wendy spelled with IE actually feels like the youngest.
I see what you're going with. I think you could make the case that Valerie has come back around.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, I like it. Let's go Wendy.
I don't know when this show came.
You
out.
like Wendy? You like Wendy?
No, never met her.
It was Jane. Spoiler, she leaves. What U.S. president said, Congress will push and I'll say no, and they'll push again and I'll say to them, read my lips, no new taxes. Ronald Reagan, George H.W., Gerald Ford, or George W.? Sounds like maybe Reagan?
I like it.
I feel like he would speak in that way. Read my lips. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, George H.W.
George H.W.
He would go on to throw out a great first pitch.
Yep. And his son have a great golf swing.
Yes, now watch this drive. What country forms most of the southern border of Belarus? Ukraine, Poland, North Macedonia, or Russia?
I'm gonna go with.
Not a geography guy. So
I was gonna say
go
North
first.
Macedonia. Okay. Just because I feel like Ukraine, Poland, and Russia are further up, but I don't really necessarily.
Then hear me out. It forms most of the southern border, so it would be north meeting south.
Yeah.
No,
Russia, Ukraine.
After all that,
Dang.
it was Ukraine. Actually, you are, Caleb.
I am.
Have you ever thought of that?
Yeah.
You are Crane.
I am.
You are Crane. Caleb, Ukraine. What economic model was named after two complementary factors that are most commonly associated with determining price changes in the market?
Dude, I don't know business.
Bull and bear markets, macro and micro, savings and cash, supply and demand.
Oh, it's supply and demand. It's supply and demand.
Factors that are most commonly associated.
Determining price changes.
So they're saying this factor determines
like when the supply is up, the price is down.
Right.
Or when the
right. Yeah. I more so was I understood the answers more than the question.
yes.
When measured by size, bulk, and weight. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Size, bulk, and weight. What biblical name is given to the genus? I don't know what that is. Genus?
Yeah.
Genus of
It's
beetle.
the type of beetle.
Okay, genus of beetle that is among the largest insects on Earth. Goliath, Daniel, Jesus, or Solomon?
It's Goliath.
Am I overthinking
No,
this by saying
Goliath.
it's not Goliath?
No, it is
okay,
Goliath.
I was going to say. Goliath makes the most sense.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. Big guy. Which major U.S. city has suburbs named Bellevue, Kirkland, and Renton? Seattle, Memphis, Santa Fe, or Sacramento? Where is Costco from?
I was going to say, is answer Costco?
I mean, that's the logic I'm thinking. Maybe they're from
Memphis.
Maybe they're from there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Costco feels like a Seattle place to me.
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
I don't know. Bellevue feels Tennessee. So I was thinking Memphis, but I don't 100% know. Why would I know suburbs?
Yeah.
Like, this is one that you have a friend that lives there. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll just go with Memphis.
Seattle.
Oh, it was Seattle.
Yeah.
What baseball player was nicknamed the Sultan of SWAT? Babe Ruth, Cy Young, Ty Cobb, or Lou Gehrig? I feel like
not Cy Young because he was a pitcher.
Maybe Ty Cobb.
Okay.
Babe Ruth.
The Babe.
I was never gonna guess Babe Ruth. My mindset was kind of like, who potentially could have slipped through the cracks on me not knowing their nickname.
Yeah.
Even though I couldn't tell you pretty much any of their nicknames, but
yeah.
some were more likely for me to know their nickname than
yeah.
others. With 1,152, which character has the most lines of dialogue within a single Shakespeare play? Is this Richard III, Hamlet, Iago, or Henry V?
Oh, I know. I mean, the movie, the play is named after Hamlet.
So one would think.
Yeah, one would think that he's yapping.
Richard III.
We're in danger.
We're bad. 25 is bad. We were 76 last week.
Food and drink. We got.
Okay. What is the name of the Yoplait brand yogurt snack? The cadence in which I read this is insane.
That was crazy.
What? I kept thinking it was gonna change pace.
Yeah.
What is the name of the Yoplait brand yogurt snack tube released in 1998 and made specifically for children? Fruit and yogurt, Push Pop, Pop-Ups, or Go-Gurt?
This is
Go-Gurt, right?
That's a Go-Gurt. Go-Gurt's younger than us. That's crazy.
That is crazy, yeah.
But also crazy that it's almost the same age as us at the same time.
We should turn Gurt into slang. So we can be, I'm about to go Gurt. I'm about to go Gurt on this thing. From 1682 to 1789, what palace, which shares its name with the city in which it's located, served as the home of the French royalty? Is this Chateau de Fontainebleau? Is this Luxembourg Palace, Palace of Versailles, or Élysée Palace?
I think it's the Palace of Versailles.
Okay. Versailles. Shout out Paradise. Did you not get that reference? Not a Paradise Head?
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
I said Versailles. Shout out Paradise.
Oh, yeah.
Spiders was a song off the Scream 3 soundtrack and the second single ever from what American metal band? System of a Dawn.
Dawn.
Body Count.
System of a Dawn, Luke.
Oh, sorry, dyslexic for a second. System of a Down. Body Count, Metallica, or Shovelfoot?
Shovelfoot?
Was that a question or an answer?
No, I've never heard of that band.
Yeah, me either.
Shovelfoot, Body Count. I'm thinking
Spiders.
System of a Down was. I think System of a Down.
Yep. Caleb's a real metalhead.
I know ball.
What country is home to the world's longest fence at almost 3,500 miles? Is this Brazil, Mexico, Russia, or Australia?
The longest
There's
fence?
a fence company on the East Coast here called Long Fence. I feel like it's probably them. They probably built it.
I feel like Russia would have
what
a
a
long fence.
random. This is an insane question to ask.
I feel like Russia would have a long fence.
Yeah. And probably not even to keep people out, probably to keep people in.
Or Australia to keep the kangaroos at bay.
Ooh, that's actually possible. Keeping critters out?
Yeah.
Gut. Oh. And with the gut play there.
I was
In the
happy with either one of
90s.
those.
Yeah, in the 90s, 2 movies with one-word titles were the highest-grossing film of the year. One was Titanic. What was the other? Aladdin, Ghost, Twister, or Mulan?
Ooh. Do we think a Disney movie was in the top 2?
Highest-grossing film?
Do we think Aladdin was higher than Twister?
No. So it depends on what year they came out.
No, I think they all came out. All these movies came out in the 90s.
Right, but they were the highest-grossing film of their respective year.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So they're not necessarily competing against each other unless they came out in the same year.
No, I don't
So
think
they're saying
I don't think they had to
one
in the 90s, 2
like,
movies with
of the
one-word
whole-
titles of their year.
of their year.
So
Yeah.
one Titanic
So, like,
did it, and okay,
Titanic did it. Who else did it, but not necessarily in the same year?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think it might be Aladdin. I think Aladdin went crazy.
Yeah, I think it did too. Mulan went kind of crazy too.
It did, but I think the star power, having Robin Williams.
That's true. What is the capital city of the Chinese Hebei province?
Have fun.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I just pronounced dawn, and you want me to read this stuff? Oh, man.
Do you want me to do it?
Shenzhen, Changzhou, Nanjing, and Tianjin.
I think
That's the best
I do think it's Tianjin. That's the one that.
Okay, we're going.
That's just the one I know the most. Okay.
Oh, Shenzhen. Smiling Buddha was the code name for the first nuclear bomb test in what country? Iran, India, Sri Lanka, or China?
I think should we go with Sri Lanka, brother?
Maybe. Smiling Buddha makes me.
I think India is actually what maybe.
India, yeah.
Yeah.
It was India. Which song by Train is typically played before the Los Angeles Angels games? Fly to the Angels, calling all angels, on the back of angels, send me an angel. I'm thinking this is Calling All Angels.
I think Calling
right?
All
Is that
Angels
Train?
is the only Train song on there.
Yeah. Great song.
Yeah.
Gonna have to add that to my playlist. What actor served as president of the National Rifle Association, NRA, from 1998 to 2003? Is this Chuck Norris, Clint Eastwood, Gary Sinise, or Charlton Heston?
It feels like Clint Eastwood or Chuck Norris for some reason.
Yeah, I was feeling like this was Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, go for it.
No.
Don't know who that is.
I have never heard of. Yeah, Charlton. Which passage connecting the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans opened in 1914? Suez Canal. Don't block that.
Don't block that one.
Grand Canal, Panama Canal, or the Erie Canal?
Let's see. The Erie Canal connects Lake Erie to the Atlantic Ocean. I think it's the Panama. Like I'm almost positive it's the Panama.
Yep.
Yep.
It was indeed, for the audio listeners. What sweet almond-flavored Italian liquor's name translates to a little bitter? Sambuca, Bailey's, Amaretto, or Kahlua? Kahlua.
Bailey's is Irish, I think. Kahlua is Hawaiian. I think it's amaretto. Amaretto. Yeah.
It is indeed.
Non-alcoholic.
Musicians Grover Washington Jr., Jack Washington, and Kamasi Washington are all best known for playing what instrument? And all last name Washington? Are they related? That's kind of crazy. Saxophone, kazoo, accordion, or flute. I really hope it's kazoo. I'm not going to guess that.
I think
that would be awesome.
I want to say saxophone. Saxophone.
That was what's standing out.
Is saxophone the coolest instrument?
It's pretty cool.
It's a cool instrument.
Cool. Also, not a phone.
Yeah, no. But I don't think,
It is saxophone. We are correct. What is the name of the Jolly Green Giant's young apprentice? Green bean, sprout, okra, or legume? I'm thinking this is going to be sprout or green bean.
I think sprout makes the most sense.
Sprout feels like a Green Giant's youngin. Yeah. Yep. Here we go. One more. Business. We know business. We know ball.
That last one.
Before declaring bankruptcy in 1992, what company billed itself as the Cadillac of American bicycles? Is this Trek, Schwinn, Fuji, or Mongoose? Okay, I feel like this is Schwinn. I've always seen them as like a fancy bike.
They have like the beach cruisers. Those are
but they're still around. Did they recover from bankruptcy?
It says before, or was there? They probably. I think all of these are still around.
Because Trek and Fuji or whatever, I'm not really familiar with.
They're like more of like road bikes, like that like triathletes use.
Okay, so they wouldn't consider themselves Cadillac.
Mongoose is like.
It's like kids doing tricks.
Yeah. So
I used to have a couple mongooses.
Yeah, with with pegs on the back.
Yeah.
For all the tricks that we would do.
Yes, all the tricks. I think Schwinn is the best guess here. Best educated guess.
Yeah. Bang. Fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did it.
Finished over 50%. Not
too bad considering how horrible we were to start.
Yeah, we started so bad.
See what else we can do. Here we go. Pokemon. This is you. What first generation Pokemon is a gigantic creature who evolves from Munchlax? Munchlax. What are you, high school kid in Maryland? Playing Munchlax when leveled up with high friendship.
I do know
Jigglypuff, Gigantor, Snoozer, or Snorlax?
That's a Snorlax.
I figured because of Lax.
Yeah.
What do you fall asleep when lacrosse comes on?
Oh, sorry.
Movies. Who provided the voice of Mufasa? Come on now, in The Lion King. Sam Witter, James Earl Jones, Antonio Banderas, or Benedict Cumberbatch. This is the GOAT.
DJ.
One of the best national anthems ever.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
7 straight. General knowledge. What international organization, founded in 1859 by Henry Dunant, has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize 3 times in 1917, 1944, and 1963?
How's this general knowledge?
Yeah, no shot. Institut des Droits International, Nansen International Office for Refugees, International Peace Bureau, or the International Committee of the Red Cross. Thinking this is Red Cross, or I mean, this one does have peace in it, and it's a peace prize.
Yeah. Go with it. If we have a 25% chance. Oh, I thought you were gonna. I wanted you to go with the other. Oh,
I thought you were saying go with the peace one.
No, I thought you were gonna. I would. I mean, we got it.
Screwed up our communication. It's all good.
All good. All good.
So, it just sucks though to lose on a mistake like that. That was Sparkle.
To end our episode, my mom got me these dad joke one-liners in my stocking for Christmas this year. She's like, I know you will love this.
Yeah, knows you well.
And I figured that maybe I could start reading one at the end of episodes and seeing if we think they're funny. I just read this one, funny. And I should start reading one before the episode and try to squeeze it in. See if it fits in a good spot.
Yeah.
Says, I'm reading a horror story in Braille. Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it. That was so bad, but it was also so funny at the same time.
That's the show. Thanks for coming out. Where can they find you, Caleb?
You can find me on Instagram at CalebCrane12 and on Twitter at Caleb P. Crane. And on all of our social medias. They're on the show.
Yeah. You can,
Please
if I'm
follow,
on it.
fight, go defend us against our
Yeah,
haters.
go tell them that mini briefcases is actually a great fashion choice.
Yeah.
And,
And t-shirts from the fair are awesome.
Yeah, and from Goodwill.
Yeah.
Even though neither of ours were from Goodwill, but they said they were.
Yeah.
Not even just Goodwill either, the bins.
The bins.
The bins.
Which-
the Goodwill bins.
Great place to get
I would
one.
love to have
Yes.
access to. I've never
Yes.
been to the
Great-
Goodwill bins. I would
Great
love
place.
to do that.
Yeah.
Would love that. So yeah, shout out to that guy. If I'm on it, you can find me at Luke Schultz 56, and that is the show.
Also,
Let's blouse.
potentially no sports this week.
We'll see. It's
Yeah.
in limbo.
No
It's
promise.
in limbo. No
So
problem.
if you wake up tomorrow after listening on Wednesday to
you'll,
this show,
or if you follow us on Twitter, you should know by now.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, I
If we're gonna
have a
have-
very busy week, and sports are dead, and we don't want to record sports on Sunday.
yeah.
But if there are no
we recorded this early, and if we recorded sports this early, we'd be so behind by Thursday rolls around.
Yeah.
The headlines are going to be.
Yeah.
Miles Garrett could be a Bill by then.
Yeah.
Who knows?
yeah,
I'll tell you this: if Miles Garrett's a Bill by then, there will be a
there will
sports
be an
episode.
episode. But since we potentially won't, Luke, the Lakers might never lose again.
They might not, and if they win tonight, as of when we're recording this, as of
Sunday.
when you're hearing this, Sunday, number 2 seed,
Yeah. So
officially the number 2 seed.
yeah, you heard it here first. The Lakers might never lose again, unless we
Might never lose again,
in the last couple of days. But yeah,
and we might lose again from when you're hearing it.
yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. We'll talk to you next week.